Another situation that occurs with the like clause is when for the value of a where clause, there is just a single character or a couple of characters that are given and then the wildcard character. A lot of times what is going on here is that someone is trying to do a name search, and maybe they don't know how that name is spelled. So they just want to include a character or two at the beginning and then find all the matching entries and pick the correct record out of the result set. The problem here is one of selectivity. In the query shown on the slide, all of the last names that start with the character S is going to be a pretty good percentage of the rows in this table. Oracle is going to infer this from database statistics, realize that it has to read a significant part of the index and a significant part of the table, and then often it's going to make the decision to resort to a full table scan instead. So in this case, even though the index might have sufficient selectivity, since our query is only providing a character or two at the beginning of the column, it is this fact that is governing our selectivity for this query, and not the overall selectivity of the index. In these cases, what you need to do is see if you can set some lower limits on the amount of information that the user must provide. For example, if the user can give you the first 3 characters of the last name rather than just 1, this should help to make the query much more selective. The idea here is that the more information you can give Oracle, the better job Oracle can do in finding an efficient way to process your SQL statement, and the difference between giving Oracle 1 character and giving Oracle 3 or 4 characters could be significant. Now sometimes you'll run into situations like my last name of Barry. The way that I spell my last name is with a B-E, but there are many people who spell the last name of Barry with a B-A. And when searching for someone, you may not know what the correct spelling is, so you want to specify only the first character of the last name. Situations like this are tough, but they are real situations that are encountered by your users of your application. One solution would be to make sure that the user gives you more information about the first name of the person you're searching for if the first name is also part of the index. In this case, Oracle will have to read all of the keys in the index that have a last name that starts with B. But then it can apply a more restrictive filter predicate to these index results and narrow these results down before doing a table lookup operation. There are downsides in this approach in that you'll be reading quite a few blocks from the index. And in this case, you would also get results back for David Baker, David Bond, and even David Beckham. But on the plus side, while you might end up reading quite a few index blocks, the more restrictive criteria provided on the first name column will filter down the results from the index operation so that using the index is still effective and you can avoid needing to look up too many rows in the table itself.